I'm actually seeing all this stuff. So, I guess as a preface, obviously there will be some questions that we are not able to answer for obvious reasons. So keep that in mind. But yeah, we're just gonna go one at a time. So let's go with the most voted comment first. It's a poll in a bottle. Say question: are the two GGC qualifier only gonna be on West Coast? I feel that greatly benefit people close to the region and hinders players who can't travel that kind of distance every month.
So as of right now, the 2GC qualifiers will be located primarily out of Esports Arena, which is located in California. So I know that's kind of unfortunate for the East Coast at the moment. Obviously, Esports Arena, we have our main location in Orange County. We're opening our second location early next year in Oakland, which is Northern California. So we'll have Northern and Southern
Yes.
California. And our long-term goal, of course, is to continue expanding.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it won't be the 2017 saga or the 2017 circuit, but eventually, hopefully, we'll be able to um, run qualifiers all over the U.S. instead of just West Coast. But at least for this year, it's looking like it's going to be all on the West Coast.
Yeah. So essentially, this is our first test run of a circuit,
Mm-hmm.
just to see how the community reacts to it, how everything is, and the pros and cons, and what happens with it. And if the community loves it and it's a success, then I don't see any reason to stop us from expanding it more.
Mm-hmm.
But for the first one, we definitely want to just, you know,
Yeah,
I guess get the kinks out of it, because,
we don't want to spread ourselves too thin. It's something this new
yeah,
because that might cause it to fail. So we're gonna put all of our experience, which is on the West Coast for the most part, and really make sure that it's the best event for the community that we can make possible, and then hopefully we can expand in the future.
yeah. So I guess one compensation to that is, of course, these are all still sagas, which means that they're theme based, which means that, people will still be coming. If there's, let's just say, I don't know, East Coast Saga, then you can bet that we're gonna bring a bunch of East Coast player to represent that.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, it won't benefit them because per the usual of the Saga curse, that means they're not gonna win, but at least they'll earn points at least.
Right.
So, so yeah, the fact that there's still sagas, we're still gonna be helping people come into events. But yeah, as is right now, we just wanna try this out because it's the first time for Smash 4, first time for us, and just see how it's all is.
I think I saw one in chat that said, "What will happen if someone who has already won a 2GGC qualifier wins another one?"
Ah, so that's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the structure that the championship series coming from, we looked at a bunch of different series, the Capcom Cup, uh, and League Worlds, COD, Overwatch, all kind of other games that already have these kind of things. So I think the thing that makes the most sense is to follow the Capcom Cup, which is essentially if someone win, let's say, Void win Genesis Saga, he'll be the first person to qualify to the championship. And then let's say in the February Saga, Void wins again, and Larry got second. It wouldn't mean that Larry would qualify in. It would mean that the spot would get
Transferred or moved.
yeah, removed, and then it will be added to the people advancing by points.
Right.
So in theory, Void can, go ham, the greatest 2017 run ever, and win every single sagas, thus taking away every single spot from everyone else. and now everyone else has to keep coming and get as many points as possible. See, I can't say anything. I'm just using
You
an
leaked the
example.
script, dude. Yeah.
I'm just saying an example, and now they're already saying it's confirmed. I have to be super
Yeah,
careful.
but now if he wins, you know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, he's gonna win everything. Oh man, yo, boy, 2K17. Okay, that'd be hype.
Void's
If
our
boy,
boy, dude. Void's our
yeah,
boy.
boy's always our boy.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, if he, oh my god, yeah, if he wins Genesis Saga, everyone's gonna be like, it's scripted,
Yeah, it's script, dude.
it's leaked already, because he's gonna win everything, and
No, we
now
got.
everyone's gonna have to fight for the points.
That'd be hype.
I know. Though I actually do want that to happen to someone. I just think that'd be the most ridiculous way of just how I'm so good. I'm gonna make you all fight for it, no matter what. You gotta keep coming over and over and over, and I'm gonna make sure you never qualify to any of them. That that would be, for example, 2016 for 2GGT. If that was a circuit, I think Zero won five or four of them. So he would have took away four spots and go to points. And of course, by to get points, you place well. So you definitely want to go to as many events as you can for uh, to qualify.
Right.
At the same time, of course, just like any point system, once the championship series come, people will be seeded by points. So even if you win one, you don't want to just say, "Oh, I'm done with the saga. I qualify. I'm good to go. You know, I don't need to do it anymore." Uh, so two things that would be bad with that is you'll be missing out all the sagas, which will be, in my opinion, what we're trying to do are must attend event for smashers, or that's gonna be what we're trying to do. The other thing is you'll be seated so low that you might be playing people that you don't want to.
Right.
So even if they win one, it'll still be something that they gotta keep coming if they wanna make sure they get seated where they should be. Because if they, let's say, I don't know, I can't say a player now because if I do, they're gonna know that I leaked the script.
Yeah, no script. No
Yeah,
script.
so let's say
Me.
player X.
That's me. I'm player X.
Okay, so let player X
Luke.
wins the one of the saga, and then they don't attend anymore. But player X is a top 5 player, and then once it's end, since they only won one saga, the points is so low, they're seeded to uh against another top 5 player because that person kept going to events, which would means someone's about to bust her or give the I don't know, someone might not make it out of not make it to top 8 because they fought someone like who is top 5 also because they didn't make it out because they didn't have the points.
Right.
Yeah. So
Let's see. So it says so the championship seeding is based on exclusively the sagas and not all tournaments of that year.
correct.
Yes. As of
Yes.
right now, that is how it is
Yeah.
formatted.
It's if it's a circuit, it should be applied to events in the circuit.
Hmm.
It would um if we can work something out with other organization, maybe it might happen. Because the other thing we want to make sure is that we don't want to step on other people's territory. We don't want to say out of thin air, this event is now part of the qualifier,
Hmm.
and without working out something with them.
Hmm.
So for now, since we just recently announced it, it will just be events with us.
Yes. Exactly. Let's see. And yes, all the sagas will have a theme.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So
They're not all
Je-
announced yet, but we do know that obviously Genesis Saga and then
Civil War.
and Civil War.
Yeah, those are the two announced so far. And I guess you can say there are two more announced officially, unofficially, which is Naro and Komurikiri. Even though they were announced as 2GGT, we're gonna grandfather them in to 2GGC,
Hmm.
and I'm not quite sure when they will happen yet, but we're gonna grandfather them in.
Yes. All right. Cool. Let's keep cruising through them. I'm sure
Yeah,
there's a lot of
feel
questions.
free.
So
Um, if you want to make sure I get your attention, because there's a lot of things going on, just at 2G Gaming,
mhm.
so that's easier to see. So the next highest question is, oh, okay, we
Yeah,
already
we just
answered
answered
this.
that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Evelo 37 pretty much asking will it still be theme based? Uh, and the answer is yes, it will still be theme based, so you can still have, I don't know, Japan Saga, Monado Saga. You can have Thug Thug
Thug
Saga.
Saga,
Yeah, Thug
Luke
Saga would be hilarious.
Luke Saga.
Japan Saga, Renai Saga, Earth Saga, Hawaii Saga, Shofu Saga, YouTube Saga, and all that stuff. And yeah, it's a and the other thing is that the 2GT curse may never be broken, but will the 2GGC curse be claiming any lives? So yeah, so I guess to officially clarify that, the 2GGT curse is forever undefeated, 10-0. That's it's over in that category. Nobody can ever go back and change it anymore. So now the curse is still gonna it's gonna start again, but now it's 2GGC. So who knows? It might be an opposite curse. What if the curse is the person that's named after always win? That'd be an awesome curse
That'd be a
for
good
that
curse.
player.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's Como Saga, and he wins. And then we do Naro Saga, and then he wins. And then we do Midwest Saga, and then a Midwest player win.
That'd be a sick
Yeah,
curse.
that'd be another cool curse. Cause now it'll be like, who will be the first one to bust her out
Yeah.
and not win the one curse?
um, will there be a double circuit as well, or just singles?
As of this moment, it will be singles, circuit wise, but doubles at certain events will have uh prize pool bonus.
Hmm?
But the point system will be for singles for now.
When are hotel plans being announced for Civil War? So both the venue and like obviously you'll know where Civil War is soon. There are a couple other things that um, I have to work out on my end first before I can announce it. Um, for reasons I can't say yet, but it's gonna be awesome, and I'll let you guys know as obviously as soon as possible, so everyone can make their plans for the hotel and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I would
Hmm.
say for now, just use whatever uh, flight search engine you want, and just save a what are those called? Like a save a trip date kind of thing, and
Yes.
then look for 24 to 26, and you can use that to so that if you see like a low price, you can do it.
When is Civil War rosters being announced? Do you want to talk about that for a minute?
So we Ally and Zero has come to an agreement on how it's going to be done. And no, boy, you can have your own saga. Hawaii saga is still on the realm of possibility, but I don't think we can do voice saga. People will say it's biased because it used to be 2GG. But then I guess Como has his own saga, so what am I to say? But yeah, so Zero and Ally and I talk already on how we're gonna be doing this, and we'll be announcing it super soon. Um, yeah, we're gonna be announced super soon and let you guys know the details on it. In terms of who will be at Civil War, as I mentioned before, Civil War is chosen. The people in the team will be chosen by Ally and Zero. So to say who will be there, I myself can't answer you that because because they're the one picking it. The only criteria I'm giving them is you let them know these are the dates. Can you make it? If they say yes, then you can put them in your roster, and we'll bring them here.
Hmm.
Uh, so Yeah, that's all I can say. So, if Zero and Ally doesn't pick, for example, I don't know, Anti or then I can't guarantee that Anti is gonna go. He has to attend himself, or we might try to help other players that are not in the crew battle. But the only people we can guarantee are the 20 people that will be in the crew battle.
Hmm. Exactly. Um, should I answer that?
Yeah, read the question, I guess.
All right. Where in the world did you guys get 100K? So much Skrilla? Is that what it said? What is?
Yeah.
So obviously $100,000 is a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
The probably the largest pot that Smash has ever seen. So
Oh boy, look
hey,
at you laughing too.
it's perfect, Void. Thank you.
We'll work out a deal, boy. Don't worry. We'll figure something out. Maybe remember Void 2K17. I already leaked the script. You're gonna win every single saga.
All of them.
Then you can fund your own saga. You can use all the saga money you win. All those 100K. You can host your own Hawaii saga with you know blackjack and hooker and all that stuff at Hawaii instead. And
There you
yeah,
go.
and then you
Yeah.
invite me instead. How about that?
Yeah, Void. How about that?
Yeah, we'll figure that out. But yeah, back to the question.
Oh, so essentially, the money itself is going to be provided by various partners and sponsors that we'll be partnering up with, and we'll be announcing them as well throughout, because some of them are specific to certain sagas.
Mm-hmm.
And when we do throw those sagas, obviously we'll tell you, which partners are helping the specific saga happen, things like that.
Yeah.
But a large bulk of the money, of course, as well, is coming from Esports Arena,
Mm-hmm.
um, because, well, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. So once as the saga comes closer and closer, we'll be announcing them. There will be some sponsor that sponsor all of it. There will be some that sponsor some specific ones. For Genesis Saga, we'll be announcing uh what we're gonna do for it. As I mentioned, there's gonna be a lot of special stuff for Genesis Saga and things that 2GG ourselves will be doing for Genesis 4,
Hmm.
because we want Genesis to be, a awesome event. Bobak and Sheridan, DBR pretty much, and I go back, way back to 2007 or something. I was there, uh, you know, even before the first Genesis. I go to like NorCal event, they come to SoCal event, and we just hang out. It was a good time. So when they announced Genesis 3 2 years ago now, I guess. No, last year, I was super excited that they came back, and I just told them, hey, just let me know, I'll come help out. And now that I'm more into the scene than last year, I'm able to help them out even more now.
Awesome. Okay. Do you think that what you're doing is going to inspire other crews like the VG Bootcamp, MVG, and others to host their own circuits? Um, I would say that obviously the reason that we're creating something like the 2GGC is to obviously help the community and help the Smash 4 scene, or
Mm-hmm.
just the Smash scene in general, grow to the point where um, it's I mean, because like if you think about like the other major esports, like League of Legends, all that kind of stuff, they already have all these things in place. They have the circuits, they have all these like different things that they do in all these large companies, big stages they do them on. And Smash 4 and all the Smash games really, the hype is there, the community's there, everybody loves it, but it just doesn't have the same infrastructure. So what we're trying to do is help create that infrastructure, and if that ends up sparking other companies to attempt to do the same thing,
Mm-hmm.
or even work with us and just make the circuit bigger and better and those kind of things, and that's just more for the community, right? So,
Yeah. Yeah. So, in my opinion, the philosophy I go about every events that I do, whether it's a circuit, a saga, um, resurrection bracket, uh, Arcadian, online event or whatever is, I want people to either collaborate with us to make it bigger, or I want people to host things better than us because that will make the scenes bigger, more hype stuff, more quality stuff. Because if someone holds something better than 2GG, then you bet that 2GG will do our best to hold something better than them in return. And we'll just keep going, in a never ending cycle with all the Smash organization up to a point where now everyone just hosts the most amazing thing every single week where people just go nuts every time. It's like, whoa, VGBC is hosting this. Oh my god, 2G just announced this is even crazier. And then they just like, wow, Turn Locator and MVG and Post Gaming and all this stuff is doing this. And it's like, oh, but VGVC came back with this and it's even crazier. What are they gonna do now? They can't top that. And then it's like, oh, but but Panda Global just announced this. That would be super awesome
Hmm.
for the community where everyone just either working together or just competing in the correct way. Where what we can do to just keep making things crazier and crazier.
Yep. Um, if this really becomes big, is there enough room in Esports Arena to host it for everyone? So our main location right now in Orange County is about 15,000 square feet. We can inside the building. Our capacity is about 1,000 people. So if it gets to the point where we start expanding outside of that, in the past we have like closed down the street outside, so we can obviously use that space as well for extra
Yep.
setups, monitors, viewing areas, things like that. And again, but if that's not going to work out, then we'll be able to either find other venues for it to use, but still have Esports Arena be the primary production source, as well as for all the, and then have 2GG and Esports Arena handle all of the setups, all that kind of stuff as well, just to make
Yes.
sure that it's all always completely and totally handled. Because we
Mhm.
won't be using any third parties, we'll still be doing it all ourselves to make sure that we still
Yeah.
have all of the appropriate, um, I guess, resources that we need because we already have them all.
Mhm.
And but again, if the event itself is going to be too large, then we have no problem outsourcing.
Yeah. I would say a prime example of that is Civil War,
Hmm.
where Esports Arena is an awesome venue as people always come and it is the home base. But as Luke said, if an event is big, we feel it's going to be big, then we can easily find another location to do it. But at the same time, make sure that we provide all the necessary resources. Uh, yeah.
Yes. Um,
Pancake deity, 200-word essay due tomorrow saga. Break the curse, man. You got this. Be the
um,
be the one in 10 and 1.
since all the sagas have a planned date, I've been wondering if you guys will have weekend events that aren't sagas like Breakthrough, Pay It Forward, etc.
I'm going to say if the SoCal community wants it, then it's something we can definitely work out because at the same time, we don't want to host too many events because there'll just be too many going on at the same time. But, for example, Breakthrough was in Arcadian and Pay Forward was a free event and such. So if there's a demand for those kind of thing in in the area or out of the area, then we'll try to make those kind of thing happen.
Um, let's see what else we got. Let's flip back over to the Reddit and see. Everyone's asking about this right here.
People are wondering when is gonna be announced Renai Saga from every everyday villager.
It's probably him himself.
Okay, wait, that could be Renai asking
Yeah,
that.
that's what I'm saying. It might be Renai.
Yeah. Well,
Something like
Renai,
that.
you know the answer to that already, so I don't think I need to answer that because you already know the answer to that.
Shh,
Yeah.
it's a secret. Um, we answered that already. Um,
I really enjoy seeing the custom texture you guys had for the USA vs. World Crew battle. Is anything similar going to happen with the Civil War Crew battle? Like Smash character and Marvel character custom as by Alberto type? So the USA vs. World Crew battle was definitely
hey,
something super cool thank you, Cactus Blah. That you know the community start working together and make it happen. So that was super awesome, and I mean it made it even more hype. I also feel kind of sad that Como didn't get to play because he really wanted to use the Team World Cloud. So with us having 3 months in advance, and if we have enough time for the roster review and such, and I can gather the assemble the crew of the people, my own crew for Civil War to make it happen, then I don't see why not.
Um, if the Nintendo Switch version of Smash 4 comes out mid-circuit, would you switch over to that version?
I would say that depends on the community feedback on how it is. If it's a direct port with everything the same except it's a new update with some with characters or stages or whatever, I would say it sounds good to me. Uh if it's a direct port but it doesn't support GameCube adapter, that's obviously going to be a really big conflict as majority of the players use GameCube adapter. But I do think they will use it. I don't see why not. Uh, if it's Smash 5, which is a completely new game, then I honestly feel that will be more to the community of can, you know, should we move it or not? I'm not gonna force the players themselves to stick to the current version or force them to a new version if they don't enjoy it. You know, uh, as always in Smash, 64 melee, they're still going strong, and it would be weird for to have a like a melee circuit going from January to May, and then Brawl comes out, and then I tell them, all right, now everyone has to play Brawl, and if they don't like it, the players themselves, because those are the people being affected by it, then I would just keep it melee. But if everyone say, "Oh, we're totally fine with switching to it," and the community is okay and all that stuff, then we'll make an official announcement that the circuit now is gonna be switched to this because it's the newer game and everyone wants to play on this instead, and so forth.
I'm seeing a lot of questions asking about Nintendo floating around. So, as of this very moment, Nintendo is not directly involved with the 2GC in any way. However, obviously, it's in the works, and hopefully, we will be able to gain Nintendo's full support and continuing to grow the Smash community as far as the esports side realm goes.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah. I guess if you were to ask us, who would be the most ideal people to collaborate with, it would be Nintendo because Super Smash Bros. Is Nintendo. So, you know, it's definitely something in the works and we'll just have to see.
I'm also seeing a decent amount of questions asking about like the audio at Zero Saga and things like that. So, Zero Saga was uh, put on kind of externally, a little something a little different that we haven't really done before.
Yeah.
So we didn't necessarily have everything that we normally use, or even that 2GG normally uses.
Mm-hmm.
And for the 2GGC that's coming out next year, the whole circuit is actually going to be completely different because Esports Arena is going to be doing all the production. And we actually have we have a full production team. We have a studio. We have several cameras, roaming ones. We can do
Yeah.
like crowd shots with what are those things called? I don't know what they're called. I don't do it. I don't know. But what I'm basically the point that I'm trying to get is that the production is going to be taken to a new level for next year, and it's going to be hype.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Pretty much the Zero Saga was, uh, it was, so usually we host,
it's called a jib. Thanks, Kyle.
yeah,
Keep going.
usually
Sorry.
we host events at Esports Arena. And even then we would use our own equipment. So, and then at Zero Saga, we went to Vegas and there were some complications, as I'm sure you have seen on social media, to and we had to rearrange everything to just make it work the best we can. And which, thank you to the community, of course, for making the event happen with all the setups and all the effort everyone did. And next year for 2GGC, as Luke said, we're gonna be using esports arena equipment, which are top of the line equipment. As while most people probably in this chat know esports arena as the hype venue for 2DG events, esports arena has done many other events in at esports arena, and I'm sure Luke can give some examples of things that people can look up for, I guess, higher production and all that so forth.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, we've done we have a foot in a lot of different communities. We do a lot of Blizzard stuff. So like we did the very first ever LAN once Overwatch was released. That was called Agents Rising. It was a
Mm.
10K that we did with Dolby. We've done we actually did the Blade and Soul launch event. So I don't know if you guys ever played that MMO that came out, but that event was very large. We've also done a lot of other things with Blizzard, like we did the Legacy of the Void launch party. We did the World of Warcraft Legion launch party.
Mm-hmm.
We do a lot of stuff with Counter Strike as well. We actually have one of Cloud9's ex managers actually works here, Stunna. He's our Cloud9 community manager.
Yeah.
So we do a lot of different monthly Counter Strike events.
Mm-hmm.
We did a 25K Halo qualifier for MLG Vegas.
Yeah. You even did the first day of Capcom Cup.
Yeah, we did the first day at Cup as well. So the Friday was here, and then Saturday and Sunday or
Mm-hmm.
Saturday was at the PlayStation Experience as well. So we do a lot with a
Yeah.
lot of different companies, a lot of different organizations, and we run the production for almost all of them. So
Mm-hmm.
our production scale is definitely top notch, and I feel like it's really going to bring the viewing experience for all the viewers at home as well as the viewers,
Mm-hmm.
the actual attendees in house, to a new level.
Yeah. So it's gonna be really, really good, and you're gonna, yeah. Hopefully, comes Genesis Saga, you're gonna be seeing something really, really nice. That's the plan that we're hoping for.
Yeah, and yeah, as of right now, the plan is to put all of the tournaments on Twitch. Yes,
Yeah. Uh,
we love D1.
yeah. That's pretty much. Yeah. Is it gonna be on Twitch? Of course. Why? D1.
Yes.
I don't know what else to say. That's all you gotta. That's all
Forward
you gotta
forward
say.
all your other answers to the or questions to the trash can because the answer is D1.
Yeah.
Will items be on? Yes,
Mm-hmm.
of course, right?
Item is always on.
Yeah.
Turnips, blade, the saw blade. You name it.
All of them, everything. Um, is we answered those questions already. Will the final tournament be a 12-man tournament? No, there's 20 qualification spots, so the final tournament will have 20 players in it.
Yes.
And the breakdown you can find on if you go to the 2DG Reddit, their pinned tweet has all the information on it as far as right. Does it?
It
Or
should.
do you want to talk a little
If
bit
it
about it anyway?
doesn't, then I'll talk about it.
Go for it.
And so first of all, currently it is 20 players to qualify. So what that means is, if you win the saga, you qualify. If you don't win the saga, you have to qualify by points. And is 20 a hard number? I would say not necessarily. It can be changed to it won't go smaller. So 20 will always be a minimum, but it could go to 32 or something instead. But currently, right now, it's going to be 20. And one other thing we're taking, as I mentioned before, we've been looking at a bunch of other circuits and see uh, what we think is a successful thing that people enjoy in their community. So the 20 players will be in 4 pools of 5, play in round robin, and then the top player of each pool will advance to top 8, and then the remaining players, second and third seed, is that no wait, yeah, no, the second seed, yeah, the second place of each pool will then go into their own pool. No, yeah, second and third. Okay, I confused myself. Okay, no, let me restart. It's actually five pools
Five
of four
pools,
players.
4 players each.
Yeah,
Hmm.
so five people advances into top eight, and then second and third place of the pool. Second place of the pool go into another pool. So there's five people, and then only three comes out of that to make
Got
the
it.
final top eight. And that's the current plan. It can be changed, if there's a strong demand to have Capcom Cup style instead, where it's top 32 bracket, then that can happen if the community show us really strong interest. Because yeah, this event, this series is for the community.
Yes,
So I'll be taking as much feedback as always. All the sagas, all the thing we do, we only make them happen because the community keep asking for it. That doesn't necessarily mean you guys should spam me. So please don't take that
do it.
as a
Spam chat.
you know
Spam
the
him.
gate has been open and you can spam me with whatever saga you want.
Spam
Cause
him. So basically, the way it works is whoever spams champ the hardest, that's the saga we're gonna do.
oh my
Thanks for
god.
filling us in, champ. Anyway, yeah, I see a couple questions that we've already answered, so I'll just kind of briefly go over them again.
Mhm.
Yes, we have thought about expanding to the East Coast. We will eventually, hopefully, be able to do that, and we will work our way there. But right now, our roots are in the West Coast, so we're going to start to and try our best to do the best that we can here first before we try to expand out.
Mhm.
Also, how are you guys going to deal with the clashes with other major events? So that's one of the main reasons that we announced all 12 of the dates at once to make sure that not saying that like obviously all other organizations have to work around our schedule,
Mhm.
but a lot of our sagas. I mean, obviously like Genesis Saga, for
Yeah.
example, is the week before Genesis 4,
Mhm.
for the reason of it's right before it, so the players will already be in town, things like that, right? So
Yeah.
um, we're gonna do our best to work with the sagas. Hopefully, we won't have to move any of them. We'll be able to
Mhm.
work. We'll be able to work with all the other organizations and make sure that um, you guys have as much Smash to watch as possible, and you don't have to pick and choose which one you want to watch or which one you want to go to. But instead, you'll be able to do it all. So we'll be working very closely with all the different organizers and contacting all the different large ones and making sure that everybody's on the same page.
Yeah. So, you know, as Luke mentioned, we release all the dates so that people can know these are the dates we're going to do it, so that they don't have to, get a surprise or something like that. And of course, we're going to be working with other organization, you know, uh, about the dates. So if there's an organization that come up to me and say, "Hey, man, we're actually going to host the same week and it's super duper important. Can we figure something out?" Then, if it seemed justified, then we'll see if Esports Arena has an open schedule. Because, as we mentioned before, Esports Arena doesn't host Smash only and nothing else. They have things,
Unfortunately.
yeah, they have things every single day
Hmm.
going on. So we might not be able to move it, as that been the case before. But if we can move it, then we'll, try to move it to help other people out.
Yes, exactly. Um, let's see. We talked about that. Talked about that. Talked about that. Talked about that. We talked about like everything. We're killing this. Um,
Yeah. Uh, so just to reiterate, sagas still exist theme based. So you guys don't need to worry. They're not February saga or April saga or May saga, whatever. They'll
we just don't know what they're going to, or we might know, but you don't know what they are yet.
Yeah. I I will tell you this. Majority of them are already planned in my head, some players know already, so you can try talking to some of the players and get it out of them, because obviously you need to talk to them. And there are some sagas that they don't know yet because I haven't asked them yet. But yeah, it's not going to be October saga. It's going to be something else. And once we get closer, most likely, so the plan is, comes Genesis Saga, we announce February Saga. Obviously, Civil War is already announced, and the goal is to announce the season finale at the previous season finale.
Hmm.
So once Civil War is over, we announce the summer season finale, which is June, and once the season finale is done for June, we announce the fall season finale, which is the September Saga.
Hmm.
But all the other one will most likely be announced the saga beforehand, except the difference this time is that you have all the dates already, so that you can plan out ahead of time.
Exactly. Um, do you hope for a countrywide Smash 4 circuit in the future? Of course.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, answering that question is with a no would be ridiculous.
Yeah.
We want the Smash 4 community or the Smash community in general just to grow.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, we're trying our best to do our part, and the community has always done their part. So hopefully, we can just continue to push Smash in the direction that will give us the ability to do something along the lines of a countrywide Smash circuit. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
pretty much. Uh, it's called 2GG Championship Series, and obviously, it's 2G and Esports Arena doing this. But if something were to get announced as a national thing, or we are able to somehow figure to work something out with other organization, then that would be super awesome.
be
So
great.
this is the first time we're doing it, as we said before. So if 2017 turned out to be successful, then who knows? We might have a 2018 where we're everywhere.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be good to award points for other majors? Yes, obviously it would be cool if we could work with other organizations who are also throwing Smash tournaments that
Hmm.
could possibly qualify their winners as well into the 2DG circuit. But there's a lot of, I guess, factors that go into that concept, which you kind of have to think about, like, um, especially if, like from our point of view, like we're not trying to step on anyone's toes, like we're not trying to like make it so. Let's just take like Evo for example, or Genesis even. Like there's at no point where we're trying to make it feel like we're the only circuit or we're the only like tournaments that happen or that matter. Like it's not. It kind of you have to think about it from like both points of view. So it'd be cool, and maybe we'll be able to work something out with some of them that we can do something like that. But as of
Hmm.
right now, it's just going to be the actual events that are in the circuit that qualify you for the circuit.
Yeah.
Right.
We just don't want to conflict with other people, or as Luke said, step on their toes. It
Hmm.
would be, if it were to happen, it would be because we both come together and work something out that both party benefits, and then we'll make an announcement. But as of this moment, it's just the sagas currently.
Champ, if you had to choose, which side of Civil War would you be on?
I can't answer that.
I know. I just wanted to ask you anyway. Um,
How about I'll say the side that Voy and Como is on, and Larry.
are they all on the same side?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm on whichever side Abadango's on.
Okay.
So I'm a Mewtwo main, and
I
he's
saw
my
Abadango
Abogado.
tweeted, and then he said he's Team
Yeah,
Ally.
he said that, but I don't believe him yet. It's fine.
That's true, cause Zero might hit him up
That's what I'm saying.
with the bribery, you
Yeah,
know.
the low key like,
Yeah,
come on over here, dude.
open the suitcase. I got something that you can't resist.
Am I going to win Genesis 4? No. Um, is it 100K for the last event or 100K spread out? The entire circuit is over $100,000 total, so all 12 events. The final event is a
50.
$50,000 bonus pot.
Yes.
Hmm.
And that is as of today, and it can only increase.
It won't go down.
Yeah.
It will vary. It will probably end up being higher than 100K, which is why we say over 100K,
Yeah.
because depending on kind of like who gets involved in like which events, we might end up just like adding extra throughout
Hmm.
the events throughout the year.
Yeah.
So it'll be at least 100K, but I didn't know an exact number, so I figured,
Yeah. Yeah. So all we can say is 50K is for sure, and it can go up as you see in other, in League and Capcom Cup, the international and so forth. The first time they announce it is a certain prize pool, and then with community effort or additional sponsorship or support, it can increase.
everyone just keep asking if there's going to be any uh, qualifiers outside of SoCal.
Yeah.
Soon, not yet. Maybe not this whole year, but hopefully that is always the goal, is to make it so that the Smash community is everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that's the same question. When's Con Saga 20?
If Smash 4 at Summit happens, I think a Smash 4 Summit would be super awesome because
Be hype.
so many players have such awesome personality that people don't get to see. And, you know, if someone can host the summit, that would be cool. Maybe we'll host a summit ourselves, and that would be awesome also. It's just a matter of, uh, I guess it's a matter of who's gonna do it first.
Serious question, not sure if it's been asked yet. Source the 50K pot. So the entire $100,000 is provided by various sponsors, depending on the different sagas. Are sponsored by different companies.
Hmm.
So we'll obviously be revealing those and the specific partners more as we get closer to those specific sagas, and then um, the majority of it is going through Esports Arena as well. Yes.
Yeah. See, I
Did you
I
say
have
this,
to
Jam?
I have
Is this
to
a quote?
if they don't. Oh wait, I almost read that.
Don't
Then it
read
would
it.
yeah, then it would actually become a quote. Yeah. So I think I mean summit type event in general are just awesome. So if it happens for Smash 4, that'll be cool. And then we can do the whole uh, voting thing and have all these crazy games. Cause yeah, I know there's so many little fun activities that everyone can come up with for things people to do. So that'd be awesome if we can do it.
Luke, can you beat Champ in Smash? Yes.
Okay. You don't want to lie to them because then they'll start to not trust anything we've been
I don't
saying.
know, Champ. I've never even seen you play Smash before.
Are you kidding me?
I've never ever seen you play Smash. One time in my life. And you've never seen
How is
me
that
play
possible?
Smash.
I've seen you play Smash.
What do you guys say, Champ? You saying something about me?
I'm just saying that I seen you
Unbelievable,
play
Champ.
Smash.
Unbelievable. Thoughts on T2G training camp?
Where what?
Where
Oh, like
players
are
go
you
to train.
so like a boot camp where
Hmm.
people can come train? I think Alex Valle, Level Up Series, uh, Mr. Cali Power, Mr. Street Fighter. I remember he started the training ground, the proving ground, I think, where people can practice. He just literally opened up the venue and people can just come and practice, no tournament, and the goal is to help everyone get better. I think that's a really awesome idea. Originally, the Sky's house is a
Hmm.
kind of a place like that where there were just the talent pool was just insane, and people just keep coming from literally from all around the world into Sky's house, hit the hyperbolic time chamber, and then they get better and keep going. So maybe that will happen eventually, but I would probably have to talk to Valle about it, see how he does it, and kind of figure it out. Because it's always a good idea to help every single person you can in the community. Because I I haven't thought of a reason not to yet. So yeah, if you're just new to the game, that's one thing we do at Mega Smash Monday. We have the Resurrection bracket, which is essentially
Hey, press 1 for Thug Finals. Luke versus Champ right now.
got that. Uh, yeah. So Resurrection bracket is loses round one, loses people who are eliminated loses round one or loses round two automatically qualify into a new bracket that is free. and it's double elimination, same rule set
Hmm.
with a prize and everything. So that just so that they can just so that they can get more games in a tournament setting, so they can get better and improve.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are all these events going to be one-day events like the majority of the tournaments you had in 2016? No. Key. Well, one is just Civil War in general,
Mm-hmm.
but the rest of the events themselves, you will know as they get closer on exactly how long they will be. Yes.
Yeah. The If you see the schedule, just go to smash.gg/2ggc and you can see the dates.
Hmm.
So it'll tell you what's 1 day, what's 2 days, what's 3 days, what's whatever,
Hmm.
and 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 then if there was a change of plan, let's say we announce a saga that's supposed to be for 1 day, and it's just way too big after it gets announced, then we might have to make it 2 day to compensate that, or find a different venue that can compensate
Hmm.
that amount of people.
Definitely.
Because what if I put, I don't know, uh, Thug Saga in August,
Right.
and that's not a 2 day. But then there's so many thugs out there that we get 2,000 people
So
coming.
many thugs. There are a lot of
I
thugs. That's
can't
true.
hold all that thug
They
in
would
one day.
they would all try to come and take me out.
Yeah, they'll just be waiting in the wings. Once grand final is done, they'll just be ready to jump in for the thug final. But then
Um,
if the thug final, if it's Thug Saga and the thug wins,
what
would that be
happens?
considered breaking both curse at the same time? Because then they would break the curse of winning their own saga, and they would break the curse of the thug winning for the first time. But then, if the thug that was in the finals come in and fight the thug in the finals, and that thug loses, would it go back to the thugs never win? Ah, I'm thinking too much. I have to go back to my storyboard before I can figure out the thug saga.
Will you be working with Bear at Smash.gg for the 2GC?
Uh, I would say Smash GG is where the circuit page is. Obviously, um, announcing the stuff. I work with Bear on creating the page and so forth. So for sure, in terms of online things on Smash GG, of course, I'll be working with Bear as well as the rest of Smash GG on it. In terms of event itself, it will just be a case by case thing because he has his own things to do and we have our own things to do. And Crimson Arian, thank you for the congratulation, and
We always
thank you
won
for
because
getting us to get to this far.
they want it.
What was the one for?
The one was for us the Thug final.
I don't want to do it, man.
Not yet. One
Yeah,
one day.
you
Um,
got you gotta save champ for a special occasion for the thug.
when's it gonna be lit again?
Mm,
Nate Christie coming in hot.
yeah, that's the answer is never, as
Never?
he has lost the bet.
Oh.
So we did a coin toss.
Hmm.
If it was heads, it would be lit forever. If it was tails, it would be dim forever. And it was tails.
So now it's forever dim.
Yeah, it is forever dim. And like I said, that's why he's a changed man.
Welp. I guess that's that.
Yeah. I don't know why he put, his entire aura and brightness into one coin toss, but the fate has spoken.
They want to know who our favorite players to watch are.
For a player to watch,
Hmm.
mm, I would say, well, I guess that's tricky. I guess you're not saying. I would say Naro would be a very fun person to watch. His stream is super entertaining. It's just literally him destroying every single person the worst possible way he can. And I don't know if he's doing it on purpose or it just happens because it's just how he plays. But it doesn't matter when you go on his stream. He just does some crazy thing, and then the whole chat goes wild. And of course, you know, Boy and Larry, those are awesome people too. And yeah, I guess just people that are just hype, I guess, as people are like watching.
Yes. Mine's Abadongo.
Hmm.
There's my answer, or as I call him, Abogado. Okay. Um,
Scroll up real quick. Uh,
this one.
yeah, the Bi- Ash the Bish. Are you guys gonna going to continue be doing things like 2G grant going forward? The answer is absolutely. The 2G grant was created way back then to help players come to SoCal and uh, go out of SoCal to events, and we're definitely gonna expand expand it as much. Oh no, the Naifus. I should have known. They're everywhere. So yeah, I would definitely uh the 2G grant would definitely still keep going. So just because we host a saga and they can't make it, they'll definitely still come. If we can help them out, for example, Zero Saga, we help a lot of people. And if there's a big event that they feel is worth sending players over, then we'll help them out. And it doesn't have to be necessarily like a SoCal to X event. I mean, to X region or X region to SoCal. It could be X region to Y region. If the community really, 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 really wants to see someone and that person just can't find a way to go at all, then 2GG will step in somehow to help.
Hey,
Oh, it's Nips.
it's that sub dough.
Thanks, Nips. I didn't see you at Zero Saga. I had the poster and everything. And then the set actually happened. But then luckily, uh, I was able to hand the poster to them in time, just to remind them that, Civil War, it's happening.
Hell yeah.
And then later on, it happened.
This guy keeps saying, "Can we please see one more saga with Nairo's mod packs?"
Well, I will say this. Uh, Naruto Saga is still confirmed. When is it? I can't tell you. Maybe if you spam Naruto enough, he'll tell you. But as I said before, they were announced during 2GGT, and they are being grandfathered into 2GGC. So yes, Naruto Saga is in one of the circuit event, or who knows, it'll get grandfathered to 2018 series. But hopefully that doesn't happen, because we personally want Naruto Saga to happen. The same thing as Zero Saga, same thing as Zero War. And the reason it takes so long for it to happen is because we we want to make sure that the saga is true to its name. We don't
Hmm.
want to just do a throwaway for Naruto Saga and it's not, what all the Naifu wants because because I know they'll come after me. I mean you know, the fact that if I don't do it correctly, I already know Paradin will probably be the first person to find me. She has a set of skills. So I have to be very careful on Naruto Saga. Otherwise, it might be the end of 2GG.
Rip champ
Yep.
2017 confirmed. You guys gonna be doing things in NorCal now that the esports arena is up there? Yeah, our esports arena location in Oakland will be opening. We're aiming for early next year. So when it does end up opening, obviously we'll have a SoCal and a NorCal location opening. So I mean, we can't help but possibly do at least some Smash related things in NorCal. Obviously, since the scene is so big there, so I don't know exactly if we'll do any actual sagas in NorCal or not. I can't tell you that for sure. I'm not gonna say yes or no, but we definitely will be doing Smash related things in NorCal. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The esports arena in Oakland, you know, there's a strong Smash scene up there
Hmm.
already with Showdown Smash. And once that open or getting closer to opening, we're definitely gonna start reaching out and figure things out
Of course.
and, host some 2GG in NorCal, and then who knows? That might reignite the NorCal SoCal rivalry, which is going to be awesome.
Let me see. How many setups at Esports Arena? So right now, I believe you guys have.
We have 20 or self.
Okay, so the 2GG themselves have 20, and then the community usually brings out a decent amount themselves. And for the 2017 circuit, we will be obtaining more.
Yeah,
That's all. That's what we'll leave it with there. We will be obtaining more.
yeah. So, what is it called? Every saga at Esports Arena, we always have at least 70 plus setups. Mainly due to the community coming in full force and helping us while we were growing. You know, sometimes we have so much to a point where we don't have room for setups anymore. You know, people are just like, there's not enough setups, and then there's like 100 setups inside the venue, and they still want more. So I would say, as long as the event is in SoCal, it should not be a big concern on setups because we're gonna be doing our best to provide most, if not all of it ourselves. And worst case scenario will be, going back to the old route of having the community working with us.
Yeah, of course. I mean, yeah, Champ pretty much said it well there. I keep seeing question asking if there's anything in Riverside. That's like 40 minutes away from Esports Arena. Just drive over here. What does 2GG stand for?
GGG stands for 2GG. I mean 2G Gaming.
Got him. Has anything
Yeah.
like this circuit been done with Esports Arena? We haven't done a full year circuit before. To be fair, we've only been open a little over a year. So no, we
Yeah.
haven't done a full year circuit yet. But we're pretty excited to roll it out. So there you go. Any plan on helping other communities? Always. I mean, you can even just take the Zero Saga, for example. Esports Arena, like we help supply monitors, like we drove down there. And that same exact type of support is what 2GG and Esports Arena we're all about, is helping the community. So
Yeah.
we if we have an opportunity to help another event or another community in any way,
Mhm.
we're always more than willing. Just spam Champs DMs. It's fine.
I don't know about that.
Into that, into that.
So is they say what? So there's going to be a championship between all the saga winners. If so, what if someone take? So that was something we answered a while back. There's 20 spots, 12 sagas. So all the people who win the sagas automatically qualify. If um, someone win the saga more than twice, that spot will be forfeit, and it will go to the rankings instead.
Hmm.
So, you know, if it's 12 saga, it's 12 people, 8 points for ranking. If someone win twice, then it's 11 people qualified by the saga, and now it'd be 9 people by points.
Hmm. People keep asking again how we're being funded. So, real quick again, it's mostly Esports Arena and the other partners that we'll be utilizing throughout the separate sagas, which you will learn more about as we get closer to those specific sagas.
Hmm.
I'm getting better at answering that question, shorter and shorter each time.
Yeah.
Because I've been asked
You
it so
just
many
gotta
times.
answer. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah,
It's
we'll
mostly like
figure it
we're
out.
recycling a lot, so we're taking that money and using it
Hmm.
there. Um,
Yeah.
we sold Champs cats.
I I don't know about that. I don't have any animals. Maybe because you sold them all, I
Yeah,
guess.
you
And
don't
I
have
didn't
any
even know
animals
about it.
anymore. You mean? Um, Sorry if it's been asked. How does the point structure work in the saga? Oh, you literally just said that. So when you win, depending on your placings or your performance in the tournaments, you will gain points. And at the end of the year, the people with the most points, depending on how many spots are available, will be qualified into the circuit. Right?
Yeah. So I don't think the points are shown in the circuit page because I think the way the event page is set up is that once the tournament is done, then it'll show what is it called? The points.
Mm-hmm. The
But
power
as it
rankings or
is,
whatever. Yeah.
um, but for now, I don't think it show like in raw detail what it is. So I'll check with Smash GG on that, and if that is the case, then I'll just make a a post, which people been asking about it. If we're gonna upload this on YouTube or do like a word written version of what we've been answering.
Yes.
So we can definitely roll that out to make it happen.
Hmm. Again, we can't confirm any sagas that we haven't already confirmed. So I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I feel you guys will be more excited if it's get revealed when it gets revealed saga wise. I don't think you guys want to know all the saga at once.
Yeah, it would ruin the hype.
Yeah,
So I'm going to tell you the different sagas very, very slowly over the next several months.
yes. So obviously February is coming up. So I'm pretty sure, 99% sure, we're gonna announce it at Genesis Saga. And this time you guys don't have to worry about, I don't know what the date is, so please announce it earlier, all that stuff. Now you guys know the date. So if February is the only month you can go, then just go and then hope it's a saga you like. And worst case scenario, it'll still be a championship qualifier. So you can expect a lot of top talent coming
Yes.
for the event. Because I feel as a player, this is a really great opportunity for them. So hopefully everyone comes out and give it their all. Whoever wins Genesis Saga is going to be very, very happy because they will be the first person to get in and they don't have to worry about anything else uh, for a bit before they realize they need to get points.
Mhm.
Otherwise, they're going to get seeded badly.
Yep. So again, we'll release more information on all the different points, like who gets how many points, which, all that different information on points. Champ will release it soon. Right, Champ?
Yeah, yeah. Points is top 16. So
Yes.
I'll say that I have it's in the Smash GG thing, but yeah, I think it doesn't show. So I'll ask Smash GG and then I'll just tweet it out if it doesn't, or even if it does, I'll just tweet it out regardless.
So it says that what kind of dark magic do we use on the players' sagas? So I was gonna ask you if you ever seen the movie Space Jam before.
Yes.
Like the basketball where you
The water.
no, the basketball that when they
Oh,
touch they
yeah.
sucks their powers out. There you go. Now that,
Mhm.
that we answered that, that's out. Moving on.
Yeah.
Um,
When they come, and then I tell them thank you for coming, and they shake my hand. That's when
it's
it
done.
happens.
It's done.
Yeah.
Just
So if you ever get you on Saga, don't give me a
or
handshake
Champ will
or
send you
or a fist bump.
or Champ will send you to the Shadow Realm.
Yeah, because your soul's about to be taken.
Um, so I'm assuming all the sagas will be monthly. In that case, championship would be in 2018. No, the final saga is December, and that is the championship saga.
Yes.
Yes.
There could be more sagas, but the final one is definitely in December because we want to make it, one full year so that it doesn't overlap 2018.
Everyone's freaking out about you stealing their souls now, Champ. If the same person wins two sagas, we answer that question like 1,000 times, but essentially it's just an extra spot will be pushed to point earners instead.
Yeah.
Um. Yeah. Yeah.
Master Hero Soccer guy. No, we work with a mashed potato
What?
samurai.
Yes, there's 11 qualifiers. That's correct. So there won't. So won't there only be 11 winners?
Qualify Ranai for free. I mean, he has to earn the spot just like everyone else. So, when he attends, he just have to win or attend many, many of them.
Yes. There's 20 qualification spots total. We will release the exact layout of how you get into each one. But the basis of it is if you win a saga, you get in. When you go to sagas and you perform well, you get points. And then point leaders at the end of the year also get in. And then the last chance qualifier is the final opportunity to get in, which is also part of the circuit.
Would there be a Wednesday night fight? Yes. So this Wednesday we're gonna do Wednesday night fight. Same time, same place, 9:30, Esports Arena.
Woo.
And yeah, that would be a fun one. And no one pre-qualify.
Mm-mm.
And
No
it
one.
doesn't matter how good you are. No one is locked in before it starts. So you will
S-
find out the first person in Genesis Saga. That would be the first person in.
Yep. And we don't currently have any direct plans to add Melee into the circuit in any way. Obviously, we're here to support the Smash community as a whole, and I mean, I'm not opposed to working with Melee in the future, but again, as we mentioned from some previous points, right now what we're trying to do is focus on building what we know and making sure that it is as good as it can possibly can
Yeah,
be. So for right now, we are strictly focused on Smash 4.
yeah. All. How about I'll say this? Will there be a melee circuit or a melee championship series from 2GG? As of this moment, I would say no. But would there be a melee event for by 2GG? I would say if the community wants it, then I would be more than happy to because you know I'm sure not many people know this, but I started off all the way back then in the I guess they call it the golden era.
No
That's how
spoilers,
people
champ.
say
No
it.
spoilers.
So I know a lot of players, and one of the main reason I helped Smash 4 was just because it was a community that, you know, need I wouldn't say needed help, but between Melee Smash and Smash 4 in the beginning, Melee had so many uh established player already and established organization and head figures that they already have everything going going on, and Smash 4 barely started, and I felt, it doesn't matter what community it is, we just want to help out because I've been in multiple Smash community, and it's not really about the game. Uh, it's about, you know, just the people coming together and having fun. So I just wanted to be able to help Smash 4 happen for that because there was brink of destruction in SoCal a while back for Smash 4, and if someone were to go back in time and tell me that this is what's going to happen now, I would not believe that person because SoCal Smash in 2015 and 2014, there were some dark times. Yeah, Arian. I would, Melee is always in my heart. There's so many stories from Melee from way back then, and even till now. It's 2 weeks ago, no, last week. I saw Ken at one of the event, and it's been so long since I seen him because Ken's bi-weekly was my first event back in Westminster, and that was such a long time. And we used to hang out and go eat Korean barbecue and just play all kinds of random games. Mario Party is definitely his favorite. That like we played that so much. I felt sometimes we go to a tournament just to play Mario Party. I don't even think he wanted to uh like practice Smash. Like we would get there and he's like, "Are you ready for some Mario Party?" And I was like, "All right, let's do it." So 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 yeah, I mean there if there was ever if the melee community ever needs or support, because I definitely don't feel the melee community needs our help. It's a very strong scene and it's a great scene. But if they want us to chime in and I don't know host like Mewtwo King Saga or uh Amada Saga or Leffen Saga or Mango Saga or something, then if they want it, then we'll work out with the player and try to make it happen. Because we definitely host some of those things before back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, Ken is broken in Mario Party. I think that's probably his best game. Like he's called King of Smash, but I think he's King of Mario Party.
uh, Nate wanted to. He donated some cheers and said it's lit saga.
I told him
It's
it's
dim.
dim
It's
forever now.
dim saga, dude.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, I feel you. Do you feel pretty confident? You feel like we covered most of the community questions? What do you? How you
I
feeling?
would.
Because I feel like we're answering the same questions now, and we can kind of resolve this with either like a rebroadcast or just kind of making this a YouTube video and giving it out to people to watch or whatnot, or they can just watch the VOD, things like that.
Hmm.
Not that I don't love talking to all these fun guys.
Yeah. Uh, Let me answer Elite Virus.
Sure, go.
So, if people want to come to a saga and they need help, please message me and I will try to find housing and transportation, all that stuff. That's something we already do for previous saga. We have so many people who can house for our guests. Sometimes we get an Airbnb for them if there's enough people. For example, Genesis Saga is the week before Genesis. So what we're doing is we're renting an Airbnb for all the announced players so far, which is MVD, ESAM, Komikiri, and MK Leo, to stay together for the week. So they'll be here at Genesis Saga. They'll stay for the week. If they want to go to MSM Wednesday Night Fight, they're more than welcome to. We'll take them out, eat Korean barbecue. Probably somehow end up at Disneyland again, since seems to be the trend somehow. And then take them to Genesis 4. And if there's more people who want to come and need housing, we'll just expand the Airbnb size so that we can have more players. Such as Katar Saga, we Bam drove 10 players from Evo to SoCal, and we got an Airbnb for all 10 of them, which was pretty crazy. I heard there was some crazy stuff happening at the house. So that'd be so yeah, we if people want to come to Sagas and they need help, there's always the 2G grant to help you guys out. So all you gotta do is reach out to us if I don't reach out to you.
If players need help to get to a saga, how much time beforehand should we let you know?
Mm, Now that the date are announced, I would say the latest 3 weeks, and on average maybe 4 to 6 weeks. Like if you want to be for sure. Yeah, Pink Fresh, let's go house. and and then on the rare occasion, if the people really, really want them, such as Anti for Abadango Saga, which was crazy. He literally just said, if you can help me out, we'll go. He'll go, and it was literally 4 or 5 days away, and then he got funded, so he went. So there's always those kind of scenario also.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, the community's great with that kind of stuff. So, um, what else we got? How do you feel about the Como sponsorship?
Komikiri sponsorship. Oh, it's awesome. I'm very happy that we can help him out. We were scouting a player prior to um, Como uh, announcement that he's going to be taking a break from school. Because originally our first sponsor player was Voy, and he went to college, aka CLG, and we're super proud of him. We still are, and we wanted to use that time to help the community overall instead of um, funding one player only, which is why we did the 2G grant and help as many people as we can on that. And then once we felt that we have the right amount of finance and amount of funding to help people, then we decided that okay, let's pick up a player now. And we were looking um, around the world, hence Como. And then he got announced that he's gonna be taking a break, and one thing just led to another. Paradin helped us connect with him. We sorted it all out, worked something together, and here we are. And so far, he's been doing great with the big house, getting third, the Smashdown World, getting first. Zero Saga Gang 7, and of course he will be at Genesis Saga and Genesis 4 and Frostbite and multiple Japanese events. And all I can tell you is we can promise that he'll be at one uh, non-Japan event every month because at the same time he still also have other things he needs to do with himself. So we're not gonna be like, hey Como, now that you're sponsor, you literally have to go to every single event every month. It's so the events are chosen by him. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, we're super happy for him. He's doing really well. He wants to take Smash seriously, so we're just happy to be able to help him out on doing that.
Yeah, sounds good. Cool. Um,
Yeah, my dream scenario is for Como to qualify to the champion and win it because he's our sponsor player. And if he has to play someone, it would probably be Larry or Boy because Larry and I go way back, and Boy is,
our boy.
he's always gonna be 2GG. So that's like the dream top three. So yeah, I think we cover most of the things, and I would say if you have any question now, do like a blast question kind of thing before I guess we're gonna start wrapping this up because I think we answered most of the things already.
We'll do we'll try to get this up on. I mean, obviously the VOD will be up
Hmm.
on the 2GG channel, so you guys can watch that and kind of skip through. But we'll try to probably throw this up on YouTube as well, just kind of or Reddit or something. I don't know. We'll get it some. We'll get it somewhere for you guys, so you can watch the VOD whenever you want to, or you can show it to whoever you want. If you guys have other questions, obviously you know how to contact Champ. You
Hmm.
can always shoot me a DM on Twitter. My tag is just Shimonahi, or you can just
Yes.
look it up by Luke Brew. That's my full name, Lukebrue.
Hmm.
You can spell Shimonahi like this because probably no one knows how to spell it. So
Yeah.
it's all right. You'll figure it out. Just find me. It's fine.
Yeah.
Or you can also email me if you have questions involving business related matters with Smash 4. You can email me on my work email, which is just luke@esportsarena.com. And then if it's anything related to just basic questions or like not direct business stuff, you can shoot me a DM on Twitter.
Yes. So, I have a lot of messages that I have not answered yet because I haven't got the chance to. But if you have any question about these things or want to collaborate with the championship series or just esports in itself or 2GG itself, just you can always message 2GG on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
You can Facebook me directly. You can email me, and then I'll connect you to Luke, and then we'll just start talking with each other and see what we can do.
And our mains are his is your
I
Fox,
mean,
right?
I mean Fox McCloud, aka
Fox
Fox
and
and
Cloud.
Cloud.
I main Mewtwo.
Yeah, I told myself, oh, I don't know, since Brawl, because I didn't know it was a possibility to have third party, but I just pretty much told everyone if a Final Fantasy character was ever in a Smash game, I would main that character no matter what, regardless of how good or who that person is. It just so happened to be Cloud, which is one of my favorite character, and he so happened to be very good, which just which so happened to which just so happened to make things a little easier, I guess. And of course, Fox, I use him all the way from the beginning, Melee Brawl and Smash 4, and I was rank in all three games with him. So Fox is pretty much my spirit animal. So as long as Fox is in any Smash game, I'll be using him. And so I'm gonna go through a bunch of questions right now that you guys just asked, and after I'm done with it, then what is it? Then I guess we're gonna wrap this up. So let's see.
They want to know. Uh, Man, they really want.
Will we sponsor anyone else? If there's someone worth sponsoring, then of course. And if we have the right finance for it. One of the key thing that TDG does is Everyone into GG, me, JMX, Bam, War Chief, C Fly, Stry, Quan, uh, Lucky 2, we do this as a hobby. It is not our main thing. So we budget it correctly so that we can help the community as much as we can. So I'm not going to go crazy and say, you get a sponsor, you get a sponsor, and all that stuff, and then be one of those, you know, bad organization where at the end I just say, oh, sorry, I can't pay you. That's just bad preparation. So a player will only be sponsored, I guess for now, Como, and if we have more, if we can help them out for sure. We're not gonna, offer them a fantasy and then we get to the point and then it's, oh, actually nothing's happening because you guys gonna have to go now. Uh, what do I do? I'm a fashion analyst for Revolve. So my job is to find out what's hot, what's not, and
And what's lit and what's dim?
yeah, to for fashion. It's pretty fun. Is
Esports
there?
Arena is closed from the 23rd of December all the way through the 26th of December. As a result, the next Mega Smash Monday will not be until January 2nd.
Yes. Let's see. Final Fantasy 9. Favorite player.
Yeah, we got those. Fox did us. What?
What?
Nothing.
Favorite player Alba plays.
That's me.
Oh, okay. And then sponsor Como plays Cloud. Illuminati. Can Champ challenge the winner of the championship to a Thug final? We'll see, man. That's we'll see. We might have to make it a Champ saga for that. But then I guess I wouldn't be able to be the Thug because it's my own saga.
You're always a thug champ no matter what.
I try. Uh,
Am I too cool for school?
when
No.
Smash on the Switch is released, will you swap? We already answered that.
Mm.
So we'll once this is done, you can look at it. But the answer is up to the community and based on what it is. Mm, Fox deal with Larry. Larry and I go way back. He's actually my partner in Brawl. We have a team of Fox Falco, and yeah, so we play all the time. And when Smash 4 first came out, I was actually, I don't want to take credit for it, but I was one of the person that showed him multiple Fox things because I already knew most of them. And then he took it and polished it and turned it to the Fox that is today, which is very, very scary. Yeah, most of the events are in SoCal. There will be events not in SoCal, and if they are, I will announce them. Uh, for now, they would all be in SoCal unless I say so.
Except for Civil War.
Yeah.
That's a Vegas.
Uh, Let me see. Oh yeah. No, one of my plan is to get some of the, you know, I guess the lavish clothes for Como. I have ideas already for like I had an idea for what his jersey and all that stuff would be, and it was just too funny. But we couldn't make it happen yet. But we're gonna try to make him look super classy. Let's see. Uh, what's my mindset when TOing a major? When I host events, my mindset is never as a TO. My mindset is as a player. Is well, I guess let me rephrase that. When I create events, my mindset is a player. because I've been a player for a long time, so I know what kind of things a player want at an event. And then when I run the event, then my mindset as a TO, which is how to make this event as efficient as possible. So pre-planning is very important. I think that's something that a lot of people overlook, which is why events go over time or starts late or there's complication and uh, have the unfortunate things that happen to them. So usually you want to pre-plan everything so that when you come in, you already know what you're going to have and all that stuff and make it happen. Uh,
You kind of got most of those.
can you use auto-tune for my voice tomorrow? Tomorrow is Tuesday. You can do whatever you want on Tuesday, man.
Come on, Strides, pull yourself together.
Will there be compendiums? So yeah, the 2G gift shop will of course exist, and players will probably be in the shop based on the theme. So let's say, like pre from previous event there was a Ryu. There were so many Ryu doing well. So maybe I'll say, man, Ryu's too hype. Let's do a Ryu saga, but we can only help two of the top five Ryus. Then we'll put the other three Ryus in the shop so that the community can help us help them get here. And will there be pop bonus for each saga? It's case by case. Certain saga will, certain saga won't. Certain saga will have more, certain saga will have less. And yeah. Uh, would we want 2GG to be bigger than VGBC? I would want 2GG to be bigger than VGBC if VGBC is trying to be bigger than 2GG so that
Oh,
we can keep competing and we can keep getting bigger and bigger because competition is good. We don't want to be the best because no one is trying. We only want to be the best if everyone is giving it their all, and we're only the best by a little bit because everybody else is as good as us, but we're just a little better because we keep doing things. Uh, let's see. Mm, do bits actually help? I have to ask JMX on that. I'm not sure. I know donate helps for sure. I assume bits does too, but JMX run the stream, so I'm not quite sure. App for Fantasy Smash. I think that's gotta be something Smash GG gotta do.
that'd be dope.
Yeah, I would love that.
Mm. I'd always vote on Larry.
Let's see. Okay, so I think I cover all the question here. So, um, yeah, I think we answer all the question as we mentioned. I'll end this, make it a VOD, put it on YouTube. Um, I'll also make a Word doc version of all the thing that we answer, so that uh you guys can read that too instead of watching the VOD. And if you still have any more question, you can always still reach out to us. This is just the first time we're doing this, but there's still more questions that you might figure out later on, and we can help them there.
Yes, so feel free. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Hopefully, we answered as many questions as we could. I'm sure that if you missed part of the stream, the questions that you want to ask probably will already be answered, and if they weren't, then please feel free, as Champ said, to reach out to 2DG and or myself.
Hmm.
And yeah, so sounds good.
Yeah, I would say that should covers, I want to say, everything. And okay, I guess I'll answer that guy real quick. The tournaments are located in Santa Ana because Esports Arena is in Santa Ana.
It is.
So let me type real quick so you can go check it out. Let me put that. Yeah,
Boom.
you can go there, and then it'll be Esports Arena. But yes, it is in Santa Ana.
What's Luke's Twitter?
You can here. Yeah, no problem, guys. We wanna the goal of this Q&A is to make sure that you guys uh feel confident in what we're doing instead of having to worry that you know um we're trying to hide things or something like that. We just want to make sure that this is what we're doing. You have questions, we'll answer it so that you guys can feel confident, so that you guys don't have to say, is this just at the end of the championship, I just say, gotcha, and then you never see me again because
Surprise!
yeah,
Later.
yeah, because I moved to a new island or something. Yeah, this is just to be as open as possible for everyone.
Mhm. Just making sure we're all on the same page,
Mm-hmm.
which hopefully we are. But if we're not, you know where to reach us.
Yeah.
We'll get all the VODs and that kind of stuff up ASAP.
Yep.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
I would say I'm gonna answer one last question.
Do it.
Whoever asked the first question, I'm gonna answer that.
Whatever it is, anything.
Yeah, anything. The answer is yes. The championship will be in 2017.
What an easy question.
Yeah, I was hoping someone would ask a certain saga so I could confirm it because I wasn't gonna lie. But Sinos asked that question first.
Well, you guys really screwed up that one, didn't you? They almost had us, champ, but
Yeah,
we made it through the
I
whole
was
thing.
I was actually really worried that the question was like Renai or MK Leo or something like that, but luckily it was just like a simple question.
Cool.
Yeah.
Me and Champ's Thug Finals are suspended till a separate time.
Mm-hmm.
He has to practice some more because he's rusty.
I'm telling you right now.
I'm a body you, champ.
Why don't we play astronaut? Hungry, hungry. I don't even know what that is.
It's a arcade machine. It's a PvP Pac-Man game, and I would dumpster you. I'm a god at it. I've never lost. It doesn't matter.
Okay,
We're getting
we'll
off
try.
topic.
Yeah. I guess another question I want to answer before we head out is, all you guys asking if we'll ever host a saga somewhere else or if I will run other events, at other places. That just depend on what's going on because, you know, what up, 2GG is currently still just a hobby. My main job takes um, majority of my time from the things, but other organizations has great events too, and you can always support those events also in your region. But if this gets big enough, if there's enough support for 2GG in the championship series, then we are more than happy to try to expand as much as we can. Maybe Tri-State Saga will actually be in Tri-State, and that would be pretty cool to do something like that. So before we head out, I gotta figure